another session of the data analytics with Microsoft Excel. Last class, we touched different data cleaning techniques. So today we are going to look into formulas, functions, and conditional formatting. Although we have done conditional formatting when we are doing data cleaning techniques. So we start with formulas in Microsoft Excel. So a formula is an expression that calculates the value of a cell. So when we started the class, we were introduced to basic formulas in Microsoft Excel. So we just touch a little of those formulas now. So first thing is we look into key elements of formulas. So number one is operators. So when we have, in mathematics, we have different expressions. So like arithmetic expressions, relational expressions, logical expressions, and other expressions. So, but we determine the type of expression based on the operators that expression has. So, for example, if we have an expression with arithmetic operator, so we call that a kind of expression arithmetic expression. So operators determine the kind of expression. So as we have the formulas, the operators we have in that formula, we tell us the kind of formulas we have. Now, the first one, which is arithmetic operators. So we can use arithmetic operators for arithmetic expressions. So like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and this is exponentiation. So the last one is exponentiation. So now, you know how to use arithmetic expression in Microsoft Excel. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Some have joined before. I don't know why they exit the class, but no understand. Let's continue. Now we were discussing operators, different kind of formulas that we can use in Microsoft Excel. Okay, now this is I hope you can see my screen. Are you there, Sana? Okay, now so we have arithmetic expression, comparison expression, test concatenation. So let's create a one. Okay, I will need to close some tabs. So I need to close some tabs. Okay. Now, so so this one, you can find you can use addition operators by adding two cell or two or more cells by adding them together. So for example, we have these values in column A, and we have another values in column B. So now, if okay, let's delete this. So to find addition, so you just use equal sign, then A2 plus B2, okay, to add two numbers together. So that is for A1 and what and B2. I mean for A2 and B2. Okay. So that is 2 plus 20. It will give us 22. So if you want to add other numbers, so what you just need need to do is to drag the column, to drag this cell so that it will find the addition of the two columns. Okay, so that is how to perform addition operation in Microsoft Excel. For subtraction, so you have equal sign, so A2 minus B2. Okay, so when you press enter, you have 18. But since we can have it like this, B2 minus A2, okay, 18. So then drag it, okay. So that is that on arithmetic operators. You can find multiplication. So if I want to do that, so you can just insert a column. Insert a column before compare. So call it multiplication. Multiplication. Okay. So then multiply the two columns. So equals to A2 multiplied by B2. Okay. Press enter. So that is 2 multiplied by 20. So if you want to find the multiplication of other numbers, just drag it. Okay. Then compare. So you can find the greater than, less than, greater than or equals to for the two numbers. Okay. Now you can have it like this, equals to A2 greater than B2. So when you have this, so press enter. So it will compare the two columns, two cells, that is A2 and B2. Is 2 greater than 20? No. So that is why we have false. So if I want to compare other values, so just drag this. Okay. So like the last one now, 17 greater than 5, which is true. Okay. So you can find equals to A2 greater than or equals to, so that is greater than or equals to B2 false. So it means A2 is not greater than B2 and is not equals to B2. That is why we have false. Okay. So that is comparison. Then we have a logical. Logical. So when you have, we have two relational results here. We have F and G. So you can compare F and G with AND. We have Boolean values for F, and we have another Boolean values for G. So if you want to compare F and G with AND or AND operator, so let's check. Just have the equals to and into bracket F2 comma G2. So close the bracket. So that is false and false will give you false. Okay. So when you drag it, yes. So like this one, false and true will give you false. Okay. So only time the time you can have true is when the both sides are true. So when you have true and true, so you get true. But if you have false and false, so you get false. If you have false and true, so you get false. When you have true and false, you get false. So or it's not working like that. So let's compare F and G with or equals to or into brackets F2, comma G2. Close the bracket, press enter. So which is false. So drag it. Okay. So you will have true in all operators when any one of the inputs is true. This is our inputs. This is our inputs F and G. Okay. Now, so we have true like this one now, false and true. So we got true. So the way AND works is different from OR. So when any one of the input is true, so you will get true as the result for OR. But if it is AND, so both must be true before you can get true, before you can get true as the result. So that is how to use operators, that is formulas in Microsoft Excel. Then the next one, so the next one is array formulas. So we have done with element of formulas, which is operators. So the next one is array formulas. So you can use if I want to, if you want to perform operation on a set of arrays, so you will use a function. As we have this equals to sum into bracket A1 to A10, okay, multiply by B1 to B10. You know, for this one, so you can use these operators to add single values, maybe one values in a cell, another and with another value in another cell. So, but when you want to add set of numbers in one column, you want to add it with another set of number in another column. So you will use a function, or we call it array formulas. So array formulas allow calculations over a range of data in a single formula. Okay, as we have our data here, okay, so as we have this, okay, this A and B, so we can add them together at once, okay, by using a sum. So you can have it like this, equals to sum into bracket, which is A2 to that is A17. Okay, so A2 to A17. Okay, that is 152. But what we have here is what we call sum of products. Sum of products. That is, you had the product of these columns. So A1 to A10 multiplied by B1 to B10. So then sum of the products. So let's do that now. So with our data. So we want to find the sum of the product of A and B. Okay, you have, so this one is, that is sum of products. Sum of products. So to do that, so you have equals to sum, okay, into bracket A2 to A17. okay, multiply by B2 to B17. So press enter. So that is summation of the product of A and B. So we give us this. So 1,335. Okay. So that is sum of products. Okay. Now, next one is although we have done all this before, afraid, so don't let's waste time on this. So mathematical and statistical function. So let's just move to a logical function. So for logical function, so you can use a if statement for that. For example, if you want to determine, if I want to you want to specify a value, like we have this, if a greater than 10, okay, pass. Yeah. So, but if it is not greater than 10, you should have fail. Okay. So we can use if statement for that. Okay. So let's check. Okay. Now, okay. Let's add. Let's have another column here. So maybe let's call this if. Let's call this one. So you can have it if A2 greater than let's use 5. Okay. If A2 greater than 5, okay. If A2 to okay, if A2 greater than 5, so we have comma pass. So comma fail. So it's going to check the value of A2. Is it greater than 5? So if it is greater than 5, so our result will be pass. But if it is not greater than 5, so it's going to print fail. Okay. So when you press enter now, press enter. Can you see? Okay. So the condition is if A2 greater than 5, so we should have pass. But if it is less than 2, if it is less than 5, I mean if it is not greater than 5, so the result will be what? Fail. Okay. Now that is the reason we have fail here. So if you drag it down, so can you see that? So we have pass from here. Okay. So the value of A is 6. Can you see that? So that means the condition is true here. So that is why we have pass for this cell till the last one. Okay. So that is how to use if statement. Okay. Then we have used and or before. Then we have another one. We call it multiple if. That is ifs. So you can use that for result processing. So if you are preparing a student result, so you can use this one to process a student result. Okay. So if we have this we call this one multiple if. So if you look at this one, so this one, it doesn't have S. Okay. So if I want to use only if, this if statement without S, so you have to repeat if statement every time you want to write your condition. Can you see that? So first one, if A1 greater than 90, so it should print A. If A1 greater than 75, it should print B. If A1 greater than 50, C. Otherwise, fail. Okay, so but if you use this multiple if, this if else, so this ifs, you don't need to repeat if statement. So you just need to have just one if. So you have equals to if into bracket A1 greater than 90. So that means it will test the value of A1. If it is greater than 90, so you have A. So then you have another one is A1 greater than 75. So you don't need to repeat your if statement if you use this if else. So if you had else with that if statement, so what you just need to do is to type the cell. Okay, so let's use that let's use it for let's have another value. Okay, for example, let's call this one student result. So use match and center here, match and center. So match and center, so student result. Okay, so you can bold it, increase the size. Okay, so this one score. Okay, then this one grade. Okay, you can have, so maybe we have 30 here, 50, 96, 45, 70, then 46, 20, 100. So if we have this, then we want to determine the grade for this scores. So you can just use this formula. So you can just use this formula. But now we are going to start from A3, not A1. So you start from A3. Okay. Then this one change it to A3. A3. Okay. Because our values start from A3. Okay. So we have to start from A3. So if A3 greater than 90, so you should have A. So if it is greater than 75, B. If it is greater than 50, C. Okay, then fail. If any otherwise, so if you press enter, so that is fail. Okay, so greater than 50, C. So you can also specify further A3 greater than 40, okay, comma. So you have D, okay. So it is still failed, okay. So now let's drag this. Wow. So 50 is greater than 40, okay. So that is why we have D, okay. So 96 is greater than 90, okay. That is why we have A. 45 greater than 40, 70 greater than 50, okay. 46 greater than 40. So that is how to calculate a student result. So if I want to get the grade, okay. So that is that on ifs. So let's move on. Then another one is text functions. Text functions. So under text functions, we have different functions there. So number one is concat. So or you use concatenate. So you can use we have used concat in the last class to join street, state, and country to join them together. So you can also use that here to let's use concat. So let's have another values. Okay. So for example, you have okay, let's say name. Okay, first name. So we have first name, then last name. So when you have this, okay, so you have Akin, okay, Adesola, David, Opeyemi, and Adewale. So when you have this as first name, then last name, you have Falola, Ajibade, Benson, Akinsola, then Henry. So when you have this, then you want to generate a full name here with your columns. So you want to generate full name. So to do that, you use concat. To do that, you have equal sign concat into bracket, or you use concatenate. So concat into bracket A14